coming around again, okay? Your VIT statements, you probably should be receiving them within the next 2 weeks. Los estados de impuestos los deben de recibir en aproximadamente 2 semanas más de la ciudad, okay? Recuerden, cuando reciban el de VIT, okay, no el property tax. El de VIT no lo vayan a pagar hasta que no reciban la carta de nosotros en mediados de enero. ¿Sí? Porque nosotros vamos a balancear a ver cuánto, dependiendo de lo que les está cobrando la ciudad por este año, nosotros tenemos que calcular qué es lo que han depositado en su cuenta este año. ¿Sí? So, recuerden, si no lo van a pagar, porque si no tienen que hacer refund y todo eso. Remember not to pay that tax, the VIT tax statement until you get our statement in the middle of January. Okay, it causes a lot of confusion. Remember, once we close out the year for you, we'll be able to see if you owe, if you deposited more, you won't get a letter from us. If you deposited less, you'll get a letter from us reminding you, you've got X amount of dollars to be paid. Okay, so you should be seeing those statements coming out pretty soon. Okay, it's been brought to our attention from CAT that a lot of dealers are not submitting their monthly statements to the copies. Okay, it is important that you submit them because when they calculate your taxes, okay, from the previous year, if you only have 10 months reported, that's what the number they're going to use. And believe it or not, it reflects your taxes. Okay, and it affects the amount of taxes they're going to be charging you. So it's important for you to make sure that you submit the copies to them. Okay, they ask us for the copies. Sometimes it's very hard for us to have the time to be able to be doing that, okay? We try the best that we can, but I will not guarantee it, because it's really a responsibility that you have to give them the copy, okay? And then vice versa, we're coming into the end of the year declaration, okay? Remember, that one the original goes to central appraisal, we're supposed to get a copy on that, okay? We're also still having problems with people mailing the VIT payments or anything to do with my office to Cohen. Remember, we relocated. We're no longer in Cohen, okay? Even for the matter of the 68 days, we're no longer in Cohen. We're down here at 301 Manny Martinez, the main tax office, okay? So make sure, because if you mail your, say for instance, you mail your VIT last statement and it's property to the tax that you want to pay the city, if we don't get it on time, there's nothing we can do there, okay? If you don't report it by the 31st, or in this case, I think they're going to extend it to the February the 1st because the 31st is going to fall on a Sunday. They usually always extend it one day if it falls in the weekend, okay? So we'll be notifying you on that. So it's important that you make sure that you send it directly to 301 Manny Martinez, the attention of the enforcement division, we'll get it, submit it, so you don't have any penalties coming from the city, okay?
Yes, just a quick question on that. When we get the pre-posted envelopes, are you guys in the process of changing them because they still have the old Cohen address on them, the ones this month that came out? You know, I think you sent a pre-posted envelope. Well, it's not paid for, it's just the tax form and the envelope. But it still has Cohen's address on it. I guess maybe by next month.
We shouldn't be doing that. I'm glad you're bringing it to our attention. So what kind of a letter?
Well, you know, when you send out our VIT report every year, every month when you send us the form,
okay,
it has a pre-posted address envelope in there, pre-addressed, I'm sorry, pre-addressed, not pre-posted, pre-addressed for Cohen statements. So I guess the new ones should come out next month with your new address.
Are you sure that's ours? Because we never send out pre-addressed envelopes.
No?
No.
You just never formed it.
Yeah. That's it. But never a pre-addressed envelope.
Okay, maybe I'm looking at the address that's on the front of the, okay.
Okay, we did have a little problem there, because we have to get IT involved in that. They're the ones that change everything in our system.
Okay.
From my understanding, as of Tuesday, we got everything straightened out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, but if you still see anything like that from our side, that we're giving you the wrong address, please call me, notify us, so we can have it corrected. Okay? Going back, now in English, make sure that you all submit your copies of your monthly VIT statements to CAD, Central Appraisal District. If they don't have them, what they do is that if it's 12 months, and you only submit 10 months, they're gonna calculate your tax bill over the 10 months. And believe it or not, it increases it, okay? So you're cheating yourselves out. They ask us to send copies. Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. Right now, we're shorthanded. Two people, so it's hard.
I got a question. Why are you mentioning that I have some dealers that, new dealers that never sent one to the central appraisal? What would the problem be there? What was the?
All they need to do, because they won't get penalized, is make sure they go get a copy, go submit it to them. If you already have the account with Central Appraisal, you want to make sure you can call them up and say, I'm just checking to see if you have my monthly statements. If they do, that's all they want, because that helps them to calculate for the previous year.
But if they don't, they can take the whole year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but we need to catch it now, because this is for the coming year, and it was just brought to my attention last week.
And just to clarify that for them, there's two forms. The one that you do monthly, the original with the payment goes to them, to the county tax, and a copy goes to Central Appraisal. When you do the year end, the original goes to Central Appraisal and a copy goes to them.
Okay.
It's backwards, right?
Okay, so make sure, double check, call up Central Appraisal, go by, just double check that they've got all the months that you should have by now. Right now, you should have in there 10 months. Okay, it's really important. That way you get a fair tax bill for next year. Okay? Yes.
Yes, so now the monthly royalties were submitted to Tony Martinez, and I never got a notification that.
Yeah, we send out a massive letter, mail out to all dealers, so make sure you can call me so we can make sure we have all your information correct, because we go with whatever information you last gave us. If you don't let us know that you've changed addresses or prefer to get it at the P.O. box or whatever, we won't change it until you authorize us to change it. So if you'll call Cindy at 771-2332, and her extension should be 24. If not, I'll go to my office, we'll get you, just to Cindy.
What's the extension,
24, I'm almost sure. If not, we'll get you to Cindy, we'll wait here. That's the enforcement division.
So it was 301 Manny Martinez,
Manny,
79.
05, and put on their enforcement division, and it is 301 Manny Martinez, first floor. Remember, there's two different departments, our new annex. Everybody got the address in case you don't, okay? Okay, your UPT factor letters should be going out within the next 2 weeks. They haven't approved the UPT factor at the city. We're just waiting for them so that we can notify you all for next year. Remember, once you get the letter, don't use that UPT factor until starting January 1st of 2016. Okay? You continue using the UPT factor you have right now until then, because if not, it's going to throw everything off on your account. Okay? Deben de estar recibiendo la carta en aproximadamente 2 semanas más de UPT factor, el factor de que van a poder ustedes figurar el impuesto que cobran de VIT. Cuando reciban la carta, no usen ese factor todavía hasta el día 1 de enero, 16, año 16. Sigan con el mismo factor que tienen ahorita. Okay? Questions, preguntas? No? Okay, also a reminder that you can pay your property taxes, okay? It's not VIT. Your property taxes, if you'd like, starting probably in the middle. Once you get your tax statement, we should be already ready at the tax office, the 3 tax offices, for you to be able to pay there if it's convenient for you. Isleta Annex, Northeast, in Poland, and of course our new location. And Fort Bliss, are we going to be doing Fort Bliss also? Also in Fort Bliss. Of course, it's a lot harder to get into Fort Bliss now in the district. So, okay, so a reminder, if you want to pay your property taxes there, we're more than welcome to help you out. Okay, we're going to have new hours for the enforcement division only, okay, not the regular tax office, as far as vehicle registration and title transfers. All in my department, okay? Due to the fact we're shorthanded, we're gonna be closing for lunch, okay? Enforcement division only, and VIT, okay? We'll be closing starting Monday, November the 2nd, because I'll be posting it on the windows there, so it gives some time for everybody to kind of get used to it. We'll start Monday, November the 2nd. Our lunch hour will be from 12:30 to 1:30. Okay. Va a haber el nuevo horario de horas de operación para el departamento de enforcement nada más, no registración ni expresión de los títulos, ¿ok? Comenzando el lunes, día 2 de noviembre, vamos a cerrar la oficina de 12:30 a 1:30. Recuerden, enforcement nada más y VIT, no va a estar nadie en la ventanilla. Pero recuerdo que en VIT hay una manera que ustedes dejen sus pagos si quieren dejarlos. Y tenemos una caja de metal que está contra la pared y pueden dejar sus pagos. Todas las mañanas o en la tarde revisan si alguien dejó los pagos ahí. ¿Ok? ¿Preguntas? ¿Questions? ¿No? Gracias.
Thank you, Sergio.